Hello, hello, hello. My name is Samuel Archer. I'm your host for the Muzilog magazine podcast. And today we got a special guest in the building. She goes by the name Starr Redd. And I want to welcome her to the show today. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for taking the time to be with us today. Shout out to Tangi for making this happen.
Yeah.
And like I said we were chopping it up a little bit. I said I'm checking out the drip over here. Yeah. I see you got the hat and everything. So, so where do you hail from originally?
Where am I from?
Yes, originally.
Originally, I'm here. I'm still here, born and raised, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Midwest.
Wisconsin. All right, Milwaukee. Okay, yes. Shout out to the crew over there.
Yes.
And how long have you been singing?
I've been singing since the age of 4. I was raised in the church. My grandfather was the pastor of the church, so he would call me up to do solos at 4. And that's what I've been doing ever since.
Oh, okay. So now obviously I'm going to ask you, who are your influences?
Some of my influences are Shirley Caesar, Dorinda Clark Cole with the Clark sisters. I love all the Clark sisters. Whitney Houston, Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin, Millie Jackson. I got a lot of influences.
I did hear a little. I told I was snooping a little bit, and I kind of heard a little Dorinda. Dorinda, there's a certain thing she does, but I know you didn't do it exactly like her, but it looks like it was like you took it in your own vibe. Like,
love her.
All right. So shout out to her. Yeah. I think this thing is looking a little orange. Let me work it on the red. We gotta make this thing. Is it looking orange to you, or is it red? It looks red now.
It's red to me, but
all right.
Maybe that's just something.
Maybe they say men are colorblind, so. I think it's redder now.
Okay.
We've got to keep the red.
Got it.
Okay, so I know you have a new record coming out.
Yes.
I couldn't see anything on it online, so probably it's not. Is it out already, or is it going to be out?
It's coming out. The release date is May 30th, so it's a few days.
Oh, so I am early. That's what's going on. But anyway, I gotta ask you, because while I was stalking you online, I saw this record called "Woman to Woman." I'm like, we got to talk about that record, and then lead us into the lick back record. So, yeah. So what brought on that vibe right there? What was the idea behind that record?
Okay, so I love a lot of the blues / Southern soul legendary artists. So I decided, I said, well, what song can we do? And my manager came and said, I think you should do Woman to Woman by Shirley Brown. And I listened to it and I said, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to do this. I love this song.
Okay.
So that's how it came about.
So at first I didn't recognize it as a remake. I mean, I remember Woman to Woman as a kid growing up. Obviously it had a different vibe, a different sound to it. Because I think there was a record called Man to Man.
I never heard. I gotta look it up.
Now don't quote me. I don't think it. I'm not sure if it's titled Man to Man, but it might have either been. It sounded again. I'm tapping back in the memory here, so I could totally be wrong. So they'll have to fact check me. But it could have been Isaac Hayes or one of them guys.
Really?
Yeah, it could be one of them.
Right. I'm gonna look it up.
So there was this sort of like a record like that, and it was like the big band sound, and the violins, and the funk, and the horn, the horns, So the Woman to Woman, I remember that record, but obviously I'm still a kid when that record probably came out.
Right.
So it's sort of like when you got like halfway into the song, I'm like, wait, that's that's the okay. I had a aha moment. Like, oh, okay. I see. So it's almost like what En Vogue did with
You know,
uh, giving him something he can
give
feel.
me some. Yes.
Like where they sort of went back in the retro vibe, and they're in the so tell me something. So you dressed up for this woman to woman. Is that really your style when you're out there, or do
I
you
like to be fancy when I'm out, I like to be
okay.
fancy,
I
girly.
see.
Yeah.
I see. All right. The fans got to understand who you are.
Yeah, they have to understand. I like to be not every day, but when I'm
Mhm.
out and when I'm performing, I want to be fancy and I want to look cute.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. So in terms of the no, is this the first is Woman to Woman the first record you put out? Was there something else you did? All right.
As Southern Soul, yes, as my first song as the Southern Soul artist, yes.
Oh, so you did something before, maybe?
I did gospel projects prior.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. By the
these
same name or a different name?
different name, different name.
Okay.
Starr Redd is my new stage name for my Southern Soul.
Okay, so you've been baptized
Baptized.
and sanctified in the blues.
Come
Hallelujah.
on.
In the South. Yeah.
Better sing.
Not like you. I was like, yeah. So okay, all right. Now could I ask what brought on that change? Like was it really a change, or was it just a strategy? What?
Well, guess what? It's really crazy how it all came about. I love all music. I love pop, R&B, gospel, blues, Southern soul. I love it all. I got a phone call. It was not too long ago, about 2 months ago. My brother, he's a producer, he's a singer, he's a artist. His name is Jarvis
Mhm.
Redd. He called me on the phone with Tony Mercedes, which is his manager. So I'm just in the kitchen. I'm like, hey, what's going on? They're like, me and Tony was just talking, and we think you would be awesome as doing a Southern Soul record. And I'm like, let me think about it. And I said, let's do it. And ever since
Okay.
then, like history, literally.
Mm,
Yeah,
this was 2 months ago.
2 months ago, literally.
So wait, slow down. So the woman to woman was when? That just happened the other day?
2 months ago, literally.
Wow? Okay, you guys are moving down there. What are you drinking down there? What's going
Man,
on?
I'm sad. I'm serious about this. Okay, I'm serious about this music thing.
Wow. So just give us a little insight. When they pitched the idea to you, I'm just trying to get a vibe. Now, did you go into the "Are you sure about this" type of a thing, or were you like?
I was just like, because all I've ever put out was gospel music. So I'm
Okay.
like, I know I can do it, but I'm like, you guys want me to do this? I'm like, down, bring it on, bring it on.
All right. Well, shout out to your brother and his manager.
Yes.
It probably was a good choice. I
Very
like
good
what
choice.
I like what it sounds like so far.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to now. You working on a record, or
Yeah,
like it's
I'm
going to
working
be
on
a
a
full
record.
length?
Right now, I think I have about 6 songs down. So I've been getting it in. Okay, getting it in.
So wait, hold up. 2 months ago, you have like 6 songs already.
6 songs, literally.
But what are you guys? What's going on?
I'm
You guys,
working.
you guys trying to get to the Grammys like by October? What's what, like
Like
you want
any
to?
means best necessary. I'm just that's just me. That's my work ethic.
Okay.
If I love
Okay.
something, I'm into it. I'm going for it.
Okay. All right. And I like that. I need to see the movie. I think I want to see the movie on this. I need to see the movie behind the scenes and all
Yes.
of that coming down to. Okay. So are you working primarily with your brother? Or are there other producers in the mix? How is this
I
record
think
going?
it's like one more producer that I work with, but primarily I'm working with my brother. Yes, he's an amazing writer, amazing producer, and yes, and we vibe.
Okay.
We vibe.
Well, I hear it. I do hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, a quick question. Now, was Witness one of the groups you vibed with as one of the influences?
Witness? No,
Witness, Witness?
mm,
You never heard of Witness before?
never.
With Lisa Page? You ever heard of
Yes,
Lisa
I know
Page?
Lisa Page. Yes, but I never knew that was the name of her group.
Yeah, the group Witness.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so since you know Lisa, did she play a little role in maybe
Lo-
some of
love
the
Lisa.
records that you?
Love Lisa. I've heard before that they kind of sound like Lisa a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably what's going on. I probably
Yeah.
tested. Maybe she used to vibe to.
Yeah.
No, I did hear Dorinda, but
Yes.
I was
Yes.
like,
Yes.
there's something else. So it wasn't Lisa. I don't know.
It's not intentionally. It just
Oh no, I'm not
right.
implying that you're jacking the vibe.
Right.
I'm just I'm, I'm just saying it's like I just had to put my finger. Might be Lisa.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So we dropped woman to woman. You have lick back.
Lick
Now,
back.
now please, I grew up in the Caribbean, so I might be a little slow with the
And hear it.
term.
Mhm.
Yeah. So help me. I might be slow sometimes. So when we say lick back, like what is that like?
Okay, so lick
Yeah.
back. Okay, when you were a child
Mm-hmm.
and someone would do something to you,
Mm-hmm.
that was the term. Get my lick back. You chase them, you're running around, they hit you or something. You running, you trying to chase them. Gotta get my lick back. You go hit them back.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. I see. I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Lick back. Okay.
Lick back. So
I.
it's a woman's anthem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Want these women to stand up for themselves. Don't let people walk
Mm-hmm.
all over you. I don't care if it's relationship, friendship,
Mm.
cousinship, any kind of ship. You don't allow people to stand all over you, mistreat you. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for
Mm.
yourself.
Lick back.
Lick back.
I like that. Okay, okay. I gotta, I had to learn a little something. There's like so many new languages right
Yeah,
now.
different terms. Yes.
There's Gen Z, and there's the next group behind that, and it's like they're talking a whole other thing, using English words. I'll put the fries in the bag and I'm like, what? Put the fries in the bag? Have you heard that term yet?
Yeah, they put the fries in the back. I heard about that.
I'm like hearing these terms. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I gotta stay up with the new lingos here. I gotta.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but lick back it's been used before, right? Is it like an older term in your case, or is it like
I
new?
think people they have used it before. I think so. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm good. I like learning new things. So.
Yes.
Well, what else is on the horizon for Starr Redd?
Good
At this
music.
point?
Good
Good
music.
Okay.
Inspiration. I want to inspire others through music,
Mm.
through words,
Okay.
telling my story. I want to do all that. Yes.
Now, would there be like a tour you have coming up? Like you have some dates,
Not
like
just yet,
performing
but I
at
do
different
have
places?
some dates. I'm gonna be in Las Vegas this coming Saturday, opening up for King George.
Look at you.
I'm
Look
very
at you.
excited about that. I'm going to be shooting a
Okay.
video in the next couple of days. I'm going to be in Nashville. So everyone, they have to just follow me on my social media platforms, IG, TikTok, Facebook, and if they want to follow me and see where I'm going to be. Yeah.
Okay. So any like New York or Jersey or
Not
Philly
yet, but I
or
want to be in the East Coast. I
or
just
DC or and I'm in Orlando, by the way. So There's Florida. So if you're going to be in the vicinity, yeah, definitely, I'd like to come and get a live rendition
Yeah.
of Starr Redd.
I love Florida. Yes, yes, yes.
So when go ahead. I'm sorry.
You have to connect me with the promoters over there.
Well, we talk to Tangi and see what Tangi got going on.
Okay, got it.
I'm a humble blogger on this side of town.
Yes.
But if I do run into a promoter, I'll let him or her know that they should consider you coming through and bless us with your vibe on this side of the planet. Definitely. So I like to humanize my guests when they get here.
Okay.
I ask them some questions. Some people do feel violated when I'm finished, but that was really what the word violate was for. It doesn't get worse than that. It's fine. It's okay. I'm not going to ask you your social security number or anything personal.
Right.
It'll be really, really light stuff.
Light. Okay.
Now I'm going to ask a question anyway.
Okay.
So because we might have that answer already. But what's your favorite color?
Red.
Oh, okay, all right. Now, was there like a close second?
Close second. I like girly colors, so I like pink.
Pink.
Bright colors, purple. Yeah.
Okay, pink. Then but you're going with red.
Red.
Now, was it a toss up between the two, choosing your name, or
no?
No, it wasn't a toss up. Okay.
Starr Redd was it? Starr Redd.
You didn't want to go with pink at all.
No.
Okay. All right. Just curious. All right. So now this is another question. Hopefully it's good.
Okay.
When Starr is in the kitchen, what does Starr like to prepare?
Oh my goodness. I love to make Southern dishes. I love to make like collard greens, candy yams, baked chicken, mac and cheese. Those are some of my favorites that I've mastered.
Now, when you make it, you make all of that together? Like, is that coming in one meal?
Yeah, I would make it together, separate. I'll clean my greens and boil my meat for my greens and all that good stuff. My sweet potatoes, put it all on one plate. So we could do like a smothered chicken, candy yams, collard greens, mac and cheese, and cornbread.
You get me hungry over here.
That's right.
That sounds good. Is this like when I eat it, I want to kick my shoes off type thing?
Of course, and take a nap afterwards.
Hallelujah. All right. I like that. Yeah. So, and the questions are fine, right? They're not.
The questions are fine. They're fine.
Nothing too grungy.
No.
All right, good. No. So my final question: who have you been listening to? Let's say, like in the last week or so.
In the last week or so, I've been listening to a lot of artists. It's a guy named Shawn Menendez. I've been listening to him. I listened to a little bit of Justin Bieber. This is just in my car.
Okay, yeah, that's what we want to know about. What's happening in the car,
Southern soul artists. Who have I listened? Oh, King George. I listened to some King George this week in my car. Yeah, so I'm listening to everything in my car: gospel, the blues, Southern soul, a little bit of pop. I love it all.
So what's going on in the South with the whole soul thing? What's happening on the Southern soul? Is this like a new movement?
It's a movement. It's been around, but it's really, 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 really popping right now. Really a movement. Really a movement.
I'm trying to
thing, the line dances, and it's exciting. It's exciting.
I'm trying to imagine myself in a hat like that.
Come on,
I'm supposed to wear. I don't know if I wear cowboy hats, but
Yeah, get your cowboy.
When I was a kid, I did. I was a little kid. There was one, but that was so long ago.
Yes.
And okay. And I don't want to give my age away.
But and I got some cowboy boots.
Okay, and then I gotta go learn the
The
boots on the
line dance.
ground,
Yes.
the line dance and everything. Oh, okay, all right. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. But you know, it's interesting. I do a little bit of musicology, and one of our one of our gods, rapper gods, I call him a god.
Whis-
KRS-One,
Yes.
he was talking about how the story of hip hop was moving. You know, it started in New York and it went to LA, and then it came down to the South.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the South has been really enjoying sort of like the growth and the presence and the artistry, and then so now the South is taking it seemingly in another direction.
Yeah.
So it's kind of good to see see it evolve. Like
Yeah.
things are evolving. Not that it's new, as you said, but it's sort of like making a statement.
Yeah.
And I remember one evening. This was might have been in January.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had a political change and the wind and all of that, and I was a little bit I was kind of down. And so I happened to be on on IG or something, and I just saw like hundreds of people doing this dance.
Mm-hmm.
They look like me.
Yeah.
They were very melanated,
Very.
and they were grooving to a record. Actually, I know the guy that did the record, a record called Follow Me.
Okay.
So I'm hearing the song. I'm like, I know this record. Is also, and they're doing the dance, and I'm like,
Right.
I was like, what's going on?
Right.
This is so good. I felt it was relaxing to see.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to enjoy some of this.
Exactly.
So yeah, it was really inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's when you have disaster, we sort of do things. And when I say we, I mean all of us, to cope.
Mm-hmm.
And like for example, 9/11 happens, and Jay-Z had the top selling record that time. It was like, how are they buying records? And the world trade that blew up. So it's just interesting to see how we react to major
Right.
events and see, okay, well, yeah, we're gonna dance this one through.
That's right.
So shout out to the South and the Southern soul. I'm gonna keep my eye on it, and chances are I may get that country hat too. I might get one of those. Get one of those things. I don't know about the fan business, but
not the fan for
the fan is for the ladies, right?
Okay,
the ladies can do the fan. Okay. I will snap my fingers or something. Okay. All right. So now, is there anything that you wanted to talk about that I didn't get to ask you about?
I think we basically covered everything. My new project coming out, my new single, Lick Back, featuring Sir Charles Jones. Make sure and follow me on all my social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and just look out for some awesome music coming from Starr Redd.
Amen. Yes. And thank you for your time. This was enjoyable. And let's definitely do this again.
We got to do it again.